Okay, so this is obviously Zayda. She was born on the 14th of January this year. And there is a little story that I think a few of you might have already heard, but we just kind of want to share it because it's just cool. We were trying for children for 3.5 years, with not being that successful. Not successful, there's no doubt about it. I warned you, I have warned you. I'll keep going. And we were going through the emotions of that kind of. Some days we really, devote on God and really, thanking Him that He keeps our promises and desires. But the next day it's just falling apart and kind of really being quite emotional about it and upset and kind of throwing out the unfair card. And we kind of went through all the medical stuff where, in a nutshell, we both found that we had issues. That means it was very difficult. And actually, a number of the consultants said it was impossible for us to have kids naturally. So again, went for those kind of moments. And at the time, Bethan and I weren't old enough to get IVF, which again, was a big problem. And we had to wait. I think about 5 years we started looking into it, which just felt ridiculous. But then they brought the age down of IVF to where Beth and I were able to do so. And we got a phone call, the consultants basically just put it straight forward without thinking about it. So like, bam, done, you're on the IVF list. A week later, Bethan had a dream where she was pregnant with a baby girl called Ada Grace. So the next day, where's the girl? No, the next day she was she thought she was pregnant so much that she avoided various bits and bobs at the gym because they weren't good for pregnant women to be on. But she thought this was ridiculous, so she decided to go get a pregnancy test just to get it out of her mind. Meantime, I was sitting on the sofa talking to my man Neil, who's actually Ada's godfather now, and through the side of the door I get this stick thrust in front of my face. I was like, hey! And I was like, oh Neil, I'm just going to call you back. And I looked at it and Bethan was pregnant. Which was cool. Yes, I mean that's just something, and I think a lot of people know, we selfishly named her the Miracle Baby, because we didn't name her the Miracle Baby, but people referred to her as the Miracle Baby, which really believe she is really. And it's interesting that we didn't have any idea what Ada meant, and apparently I found out in Turkish it means island. We know that until today. But we've looked it up and it meant of noble blood, which was quite powerful. I really don't believe that we go through difficult situations and we go through bad times to teach us stuff. I don't believe that. What I do believe is that through going through difficult times, and through having troubles and turmoil, that we can learn stuff from it. And I really believe that this little bab, is a gift from God, and she's awesome. And we're just standing here to say that actually we give her back to God, and we realise that our responsibility on this world is to bring her up in His light, which will do the best of our abilities, and that's what we're saying this morning.